Okay, so guys, I got no plan. This is my first video right here, and damn, can we just move a little bit right here? Yeah, I think it's good. So, what I'm gonna say is that this blog, I would I would shoot just first of all for myself because I would practice my English. Second is help you out with the problems I face in my life. Like, there's a ton of things that young guys like have problems with, and they don't know how to deal with it. And sometimes, like, adult life just make it so tough, so they don't even deal with it. They just like ignore it. That's the biggest issue because me personally, I think a lot of you, I was like ambitious, motivated guy, like was doing a lot, like pushing myself to the limits, placing goals and achieving it. And it was incredible. Like all my teenagerhood been crazy, like with my ambitions, with my achievements, rewards. I felt so good. But when you start figuring out how adult life works, and when you get all the responsibility on yourself, it started to get harder and harder. And when you figure out like you wanna get jacked, you need to do meals. You need to get enough protein, get enough calories, work out 3 times a week. And it's easy when you don't have your work 9 to 5, when you don't have your personal like family problems that you need to solve, and it's all easier, it's just school, it's just and a college, and 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 you feel good. You don't have such huge problems as you face as adult. And that's why my main goal right now is to get out from this mindset of adult, of tired, like, I don't know, tired, um, sad adult that don't like that don't wanna figure out his problems because he becomes anxious about everything goes around him, like a ton of problems. And it's not always problems, it's always like some challenges, you're gonna do it or you don't. Like, I have some of my personal ambitions, and when you start working 9 to 5, when you start living like your, I don't know, personal lifestyle, when you don't really have some time for getting better, like developing yourself, it becomes like you become so lazy when you get from work, get back from work, and you think like, I can go do some studying, some research, some work that I get extra money from, and simultaneously I think about some films, some movies, some cartoon at least, you know. I think about this, and and most of the time laziness wins, and that's the problem. That's the huge problem, because when you stick wins every day you do something and you get better, better and better. That's the progress. But when you work 9 to 5 that you don't want to work further, then you develop yourself in another way. You don't need this development in this area, you know. And that's the main goal right now, right now. But there's a ton of problems in other areas, like my loneliness. Even if I have a girlfriend right now, I live with a girlfriend girlfriend. So it becomes a lot more easier to live as an adult, you know, because I don't need um, to cook food. I already have it. I don't need to prepare my clothes, like to wash it, um, put it in laundry, you know. And sometimes I don't need to clean my apartments. That's huge benefit. But at the same time, I got I get loneliness when I get lonely. So second thing is, I don't know, it's because of my personal issues, I think, because everything is good. Everything is good. It's just my brain makes it worse somehow, some why. And the second issue is that my addiction, my personal addiction, like huge addiction to corn, and that's yesterday I decided to make it, like to reveal it, to expose it, because that's the way to quit. That's the way to quit, because if I'm gonna do it myself, I tried to do it myself, and I did like half a year streaks, but everything goes back to you. But it's okay. So my main goal, I don't, uh, not my main right now, but my main problem is my addiction. And what I'm gonna say is that this addiction holds me back the most from my ambitions, from my goals, because this addiction makes me unstable. When I'm gonna do something for a while every day, after some time an urge comes to me, and these urges just make me crazy to hold myself, you know. Just requires a huge power to not relapse. And part of it is because I have a lot of like high testosterone. That's why I get so emotional, so active, so crazy, you know, when I get these urges, you know, because it's on hormonal levels. I get a lot of hormones. It gets me like one one sex so bad and that's why I became so active. And this energy could be retargeted to my work, but I just can't figure this out. I'm just too weak for this huge power, you know. And I remember one time I've seen this ad about app that helps you quit corn, and I got like belief. I got belief that I really could do this. It was incredible, you know. Everything, as always in my life, everything goes up. I try a lot of things. I do a lot of things. Wake up early. I do exercises, you know, everything, and I buy this app for $30. $30, you know. It's not a lot, but it's not low price, you know. I buy this app. I really believe that I could accomplish it. I could quit, and after like less than a month, I relapse, and I think to myself, okay, I've been here a lot of times. I don't need to. I don't need to get sad about it. I don't need to overwhelm myself with it. And I continued. But when I continued, I understood that I already realized why should I work so hard for it? And it goes again and again. And I could quit for some time when I have a lot of things going on in my life. Positive things. If negative, I get stressed and I get to this dirty thing, goddamn dirty thing, you know. And what I'm gonna say is, I see a ton of people in on internet that asking questions that, you know, there's a group of this app in Telegram, and I seen like, I don't know, like 30,000 people there, and you know, it's a huge problem for all of the guys. You know, young guys don't even understand how bad, how powerful this addiction is. So my point here is, I will help you guys by helping myself, because we're not the same, but we're not, but we're all humans, you know. We we think mostly the same way. So I would just describe my whole process. Now I work 9 to 5, like 10 to 6 actually, and I'm studying. I'm looking. I'm watching the Get Clients University, for example, the school of the Dan Henry, a huge marketer in US. I I help my good friend and ex partner of marketing agency to Russ to to build his new agency for lawyers. Like, my main target right now is to make lead magnet for him, and some little little problems, you know, some little tasks to book videographer in Miami, for example, clients from US, and I will do this blog simultaneously. Like, I'm gonna share my thoughts on my way, because I do this for a while, for a ton of time, and I did a lot of attempts. but I really need to quit it because that's the one thing holds me back so bad. It it literally my 90% of my energy just goes out by this goddamn thing, you know. And I'm not gonna live like this for a lot of time. I will go I will travel to Europe. Maybe I'm gonna go to US, hopefully, and that's my main goal. And I couldn't do any business. I couldn't do anything like with consistency without quitting. So yesterday I realized how bad it is. I just live like half of my life. I just get half of my life, half of emotions, half of fulfilling, you know, even not a half. I understood that if I could have done like if I could have quit already, I would be so energetic, so confident, so powerful, you know, because I did this crucial win for myself. Because that's what I was planning to talk about. You need to respect yourself. And how can you respect yourself? It's by looking at you in the mirror and thinking, God damn, this person is so powerful. He did this and he did that. And he overcame himself, even it was so hard. That must be your thoughts when you look in the mirror. But my thoughts right now when I look in the mirror, I think, God damn, bro, how you got here? What happened to you? You know? Damn, that's so sad. And I think I need to change everything. You know? I'm not on my way. I'm just trying to like just rotate myself to my way. You know, for men, actually, for all the men, your rewards, your power, your achievements really matters to you. And when you lose one little little win, you expect win, you lose, you start like you start thinking maybe I'm not that good. Maybe I don't deserve it. I didn't put much effort. Maybe I'm just not able to do it. And then one lose, second lose, third lose, fourth lose, fifth lose, and you start like, damn, I'm fucking weak. I can't do that. And you realize, damn, I'm not that bad. I need to retire, you know. I need to um, return power in my hands. But you do again and again, and it goes different. And you start realizing that it's not the old game when you was a teenager. Right now, rules changed, and you need to figure this out yourself again. And how to become strong again, is to win a lot of wins, win every day. And if you didn't win, you need to do it the second day, the next day, and try every moment, you know. Okay, I want to end this video on a positive moment. So I hope you guys, if you work right now or if you don't, remember this. If you develop yourself every day, if you think about your life every day, you're gonna live another life. Another from all the gray mess in the world, you know. All the cashiers, all the, I don't know, cleaners, all these guys. They just nothing. Like, I mean, not people, just professions. It's nothing. And you need to always think of strategy of your life. Strategy, it's so crucial. Think about where you work right now, where you can work second few month, next few month, and where you gonna be in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years. That's what I'm thinking right now because I have all of opportunities in my life. I could be whatever I want because I learn like a sponge. I could learn something in a month, and it's easy for me. That's why I understand it, and I'm trying to push it myself. Early in the morning and late at night I work. Not always, but I'm trying to work, and that's 8:23. I'm already shooting this video. I need to go for a work at 9. I didn't eat. I didn't do any, like, I brushed my teeth. I'll have some shower, but that's the so positive side of life, you know? When you looks like you live as every other guy, but you wake up a little bit earlier and don't you don't have have all of the rest of your evening, you know. You spend some of your evening for work, and you stack this every day, every day. And in a month, you have, for example, hour a day. You have 30 hours spent on your side hustle, on your work, on your development. Every other guy don't. He spent it for a rest, and he well rested. No, he's not. He's not. He's just overwhelmed with all of his life. You know. That's the the huge benefit. That's the advantage of it. I love this. So this talk gets me like positive emotions. That gets me like feedback. I, um, let me remember. Flashbacks to my younger self when I was grinding the whole early morning. I was I was running. I was going for boxing. I won boxing tournament, and I started video editing, and I started making a ton of money with video editing for myself this time, you know. And let's continue the grind, you know, guys. that's that's so cool to feel like this. So thank you for watching this video. I hope at least some of people will see this, because most of the time it's zero, guys. If I don't catch you at the start of the video, if I don't catch you with a thumbnail or name of the video label, no one could see this. But I will shoot this every day because I have my thoughts, and if you work yourself on things that you talk about, it makes it a lot more easier. It gets me like secrets of activities I do. That's what I'm gonna share. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you got some value, some directions for you what to do and what not to do. We will stay strong and quit our addictions, achieve our goals. Let me just this view.